State of Florida Driver's License Practice Test. Starting with question number 1. You are driving towards a railroad crossing that does not have gates or lights. A train is approaching, but there might be just enough time for you to cross the tracks before it arrives. You should slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you. Speed up and drive faster than the speed limit so you have more room to get across the tracks before the train arrives. Continue driving at the speed limit and see if you can make it across the tracks ahead of the train. I'm going to go with this one. Slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you is the correct answer. Question number 2. When you are driving on a multi-lane road, if another vehicle moves into your lane and in front of you, cutting you off, you should brake only if necessary to avoid a crash, and follow the other vehicle closely for a while. Honk your horn and brake firmly to quickly drop back from the other vehicle. Stay calm, slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. Stay calm, slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. Question number 3. If you want to go to a social event where you might drink alcohol, you should plan to drive home on back streets and roads with no traffic if you drink any alcohol at the event. Use public transportation or a taxi if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. Either of these. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. Use public transportation or a taxi if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. Question number 4. When you are driving on a slippery road in a car with anti-lock brakes, if you need to make an emergency stop, you should push firmly on the brake pedal and then release it while steering towards the shoulder. Pump the brake pedal hard and fast while steering to correct any skids. Press down hard on the brake pedal, hold it down, and steer out of danger. I'm going to go with this one. That is incorrect. Let me try again. The correct answer is actually this one right here. Press down hard on the brake pedal, hold it down, and steer out of danger. Let's go on to the next question. When you are driving, you can drive with only your parking lights on. If you are in an area with good street lighting, you must not drive with only your parking lights on in place of headlights. It's against the law. You may drive with only your parking lights on instead of headlights if you are driving at a low speed. I'm going to go with this one. You must not drive with only your parking lights on in place of your headlights. It's against the law. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. Question number 6. Before making a left or right turn, you should signal for at least 50 feet, 100 feet, 400 feet. I'm going to go with 100 feet. That is correct. When you see a bicyclist on the road ahead with their left arm extended downward to their left, you should assume the bicyclist is signaling that they are slowing down or stopping, signaling to change lanes to the left lane or make a left turn, just stretching their arm. It is not a signal of anything. I'm going to go with slowing down, signaling that they are slowing down or stopping. That is correct. Question number 8. When you are driving on the highway that does not have a paved shoulder, if your vehicle breaks down, you should try to get your vehicle completely out of the traffic lanes and off the paved surface of the highway before stopping. Try to bring your vehicle to a stop on the right side of the highway with all 4 wheels still on the paved surface. Try to stop your vehicle with your right wheels off the paved surface of the highway and your left wheels still on the paved surface. I'm going to go with this one right here. That is incorrect. Let's try this one. All right, so the answer that I chose is incorrect. The correct answer is try to get your vehicle completely out of the traffic lanes and off the paved surface of the highway before stopping. Question number 9. If you are the driver or owner of a vehicle which is in a crash that is your fault, and you are not insured in compliance with the financial responsibility law, you will be placed on probation for up to 4 months. You must attend driver financial responsibility course. You may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privileges is reinstated. I'm going to go with this one. You may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privilege is reinstated. Question number 10. If you are a licensed driver under the age of 17, you must be accompanied by a driver who is 21 years of age or older and holds a valid Class E or higher driver's license if you want to operate a motor vehicle between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work, 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work, midnight and 7 a.m. unless you are driving to and from work. I'm going to go with this one right here. 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. Question number 11. If a law enforcement officer stops a vehicle or for a traffic violation and finds a front seat passenger 17 years of age or younger not wearing a seatbelt violation will be charged to the driver, the front seat passenger, neither the driver nor front seat passenger. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. The correct answer is the driver. Question number 12. You are looking for a place to park your vehicle, and there is a space ahead near a fire hydrant. You are not allowed to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant, within 18 feet of a fire hydrant, within 20 feet of a fire hydrant. I'm going to go with this one. The correct answer is within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question number 13. When entering an expressway, never stop in the acceleration lane unless traffic is too heavy for you to merge safely, moving at less than 40 miles per hour, exceeding the posted speed limit. I'm going to go with this. The correct answer is too heavy for you to merge safely. Question number 14. You are driving on a public road and need to turn your vehicle around. You can use a 3-point turn, whether the road is straight or curved, but not if the road is a hill. In place of a U-turn, if there is a sign prohibiting U-turn. Only where U-turns are permitted, and only if the road is too narrow for your vehicle to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. Only where U-turns are permitted, and only if the road is too narrow for your vehicle to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Question number 15. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit for cars in residential areas is 15 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour. I'm going to go with this one. That is incorrect. The correct answer is 30 miles per hour. Question number 16. You are driving a multi-lane road or highway and are approaching an emergency vehicle parked along the roadway with its emergency lights activated. If you are in the lane closest to the emergency vehicle, you must turn on your headlights so the emergency workers can see your vehicle approaching. Safely leave the lane closest to the emergency vehicle or slow down to a speed 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Stay in your lane and obey the speed limit. I'm going to go with this one. The correct answer is safely leave the lane closest to the emergency vehicle or slow down to a speed 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Question number 17. When approaching an intersection, if you see a traffic sign in the shape of a triangle, the sign is a yield sign, a do not enter sign, a one-way traffic sign. I'm going to go with this one. It is a yield sign, is the correct answer. Question number 18. You are driving a vehicle that has an automatic transmission. When you park on a hill, you should set the parking brake first before you shift to the transmission into park. Shift the transmission into park, then set the parking brake. Shift the transmission into park and leave the parking brake off. I'm going to go with this one. That is incorrect. The correct answer is set the parking brake first before you shift the transmission into park. Question number 19. When a projecting load extends to the rear 4 or more feet beyond the bed or body of a vehicle in the daytime, the extreme rear and sides of the load must be marked by 4 white flags, red flags, white lights. I'm going to go with red flags. That is correct. Question number 20. If law enforcement officer suspects your vehicle is not properly maintained or does not comply with Florida Motor Vehicles Equipment Standards, the officer may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. Is not allowed to inspect your vehicle. Must give you 10 days notice before inspecting your vehicle. I'm going to go with this one. That is correct. The officer may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. That concludes the State of Florida practice driver's license practice test that I just took. Let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to read your updated driver's manual handbook. Let me know if you have any questions. And abide by it too, not this practice test. Thanks a lot.